Hello, this is IK Tutors, and we are doing another problem requested by our students. All right, so this is a division problem. All right, let's go over it. This is actually long division, so this is something we're going to try to clarify here. First thing we should understand about long division is it's repeating. What we're doing is we're repeating the steps below, right? We're repeating three steps: dividing, multiplying, and subtraction. And then we just keep repeating these, dividing, multiplying, and we continue to do that until we run out of numbers. All right. What numbers are we going through? See the notation here? We have this bracket here, right? This number underneath the bracket, that's what we're going through all the digits in this number. When we run out of digits, that's when we know we're done. Right? And what are we dividing into this? We're dividing this number here, the 23. That's the divisor. That's going to be going into this big number. We're not going to try to divide it into the whole thing at once. We're going to do it two numbers well, we're going to do it piece by piece. Let's put it that way. Our divisor is 2 digits long, so we're going to pick the first 2 digits in the number, which is 61, and we're going to divide the divisor into that. When we get an answer for that, we're going to put our solution on the top of this sign, but it's going to go on the top of that second digit. Why? Because we're dividing into these 2 digits. So the answer that we get, the number that we get, will always go on top of the last digit that we divided into. Not the whole number, just the last digit. We're only dividing into the 2 digits here, 61. So the last digit in 61 is 1. That's where our answer will go. And then we're going to go ahead and multiply the answer by 23, and we're going to put the product, the result of that, under here, and we're going to subtract that from the 61. Okay. And then once we do the subtraction, we're going to go back and divide again, but this time from the answer, using the answer that we got from the subtraction. So what? And then we repeat. So we divide, multiply, subtract, repeat. Divide, multiply, subtract, repeat. And we keep doing that until we run out of digits. We have a lot of digits under this division sign. We have 61, 9, 8, 2. So when we run out of digits, then we have our full answer. So let's see how it works. We're going to use, remember, we have 2 digits in our 23 here. So we're going to pick 2 digits from part of our answer. The first 2 digits we run into is 61. So we're going to start there. 23 goes into 61 how many times? Right? It goes in 2 times. So where do we put the 2? Like I said, we're going to put it, we're using it 2 digits, so we're going to put the 2 right over that second digit right here. So we did our division. Now we're going to go on to the multiplication. We're going to multiply that 2 that we got by 23 and put the answer underneath the 61. So 2 times 23 is 46. Right? So we just did the multiply. And now we're going to do the subtraction. We're going to subtract that 46 that we just got from the 61. 46 minus 61 is going to give us 15. Okay. Now we're going to repeat. We're going to divide again. 23 goes into this 15. And we're going to ask ourselves, does 23 go into 15? No, it does not. So what do? Notice here I have under the divide, there's 2 options. There's a yes option. It tells you what to do if it does divide, and there's a no option. It tells us what to do if it doesn't. Here it says if it doesn't divide, we're going to bring down the number on the right and then try to divide again. So does 23 go into 15? No, it doesn't. So what's the number on the right? The number on the right is just 9. So we're going to bring that down here. And then we're going to try to divide again. So now we have, does 23 go into 159? And the answer is yes, it goes into 159. How many times does it go into 159? It goes in 6 times. Where do we put that 6? Over the last digit of the number we're dividing into. So it's 1, 2, 3, that's 9. The 6 goes right over the 9. That's the last digit of the number we're dividing into, right? It goes in that position, right? So we divide it, and now we're going to multiply again. We're multiplying the 6 times the 23 now. So the 6 times 23 is going to give us 138. We did our multiplication. And now the next step, as you can see, the third step is subtraction. We're going to subtract that 138 from the 159 that we got before, right? And the answer is going to be 21. right? And notice how I'm keeping all the numbers in columns as we go through the problem. I'm not moving them to the left or the right. I'm keeping them in columns. That's very important, right? We always stay to the, we put the numbers in their place value positions. Even up above here, they're always going in their place value positions. That's very important. So now we got 159. We're doing the subtraction. 159 minus 138. Right? We got 21. And now we go back and we divide again. We're trying to divide 23 into 21. Does 23 go into 21? The answer is no. So what happens when it's no? Look at it. This it says divide. When if it's no, we bring down a number on the right. So what's the number on the right? It's 8. So we're going to bring that down to here. That 8 comes down here. And that makes that 21, 218. And then what do? We bring down the number on the right, and then we try to divide it again. So now we say, does 23 go into 218? And the answer is yes. Okay. And what do we put? Where are we going to put that number? We're going to put it right here over the 8. We have to keep that place value. So 23 goes into 218 9 times. We put the 9 right over the 8. Right. So we divide it. Now we're going to go into and do the multiplication again. We're multiplying that 9 we just put there by the 23. So 9 times 23 is going to give us 207. And we're going to write that right under that 218. 207. Right? That's the multiplication we did. Now we're going to do the subtraction again. We're going to subtract this 207 from that 218. And when we do that, we get 218 minus 207 is going to be 11. Right. So we did our subtraction. Now we're going to go and repeat again. Start step 1. We're going to divide again. Does 23 go into 11? What's the answer? No, it doesn't. So what do we do when it doesn't? We bring down a number on the right. See that? It says divide. If it's no, we bring down the number on the right. So the number on the right is going to be this 2. We bring that down here. And then what do we do after we bring the number down? We try to divide again. Okay, so does 23 go into 112? The answer is yes. How many times? It goes in 4 times. So where do I put that 4? I put it right over the 2. That was the last digit that we were working on. So we had to stay in that column, right? So I divided 23 into 112. And now I'm going to do the multiplication again. 4, the answer of 23 goes to 112 4 times. Now I'm going to multiply that 4 by 23. That's where the multiplication comes in. So 4 times 23 is going to give us 92. Right? And then we're going to do the subtraction now. Right? So we're going to subtract that 92 from the 112, and we're going to get 20. So we did a subtraction. Now we got to go to divide again, right? See, it's just 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We just keep going, just in a loop. We keep repeating the same 3 steps. So does 23 go into 20? The answer is going to be no, right? So we bring down a number on the right and try to divide. But there is no more numbers on the right. And what do we say when we started? We keep going until we run out of numbers. There's no more numbers in our dividend, the number we were dividing into. So that means that we can't bring any more numbers down, so this is just going to be our remainder. If 23 does not go into this number and there's no more numbers to bring down, then that number becomes the remainder. So our remainder is this number right here. And we're going to indicate that by coming up here and putting R20. So the answer is, when we do this division, 61,982 divided by 23, our answer is going to be what we got here, 2,694 with a remainder of 20. That is our answer. Okay. All right. So I hope that helped, guys. I will probably do a few more of these, but all of them are done the same way. Just remember this technique here for long division right here. You can make, I suggest to my students that they make flashcards, right? You put this on the front of the card, and then you put this example, this that we just did one, as an example on the back of the card, right? That way you have something to reference. You can follow the steps and you can see them as you went through the whole problem, right? So you can do the rest of these using the exact same technique. So I hope that helps, guys, and I will see you on the next video. Have a great day.